As I said before, I'm tasked with introducing our night speaker, and I count it a privilege. I've known this individual for over 12 years, been married to her for 10 years. I give God thanks for that. I've come to know throughout marriage through these 10 years that I can't keep her for myself. I have to share her, because there are these peculiar people that God graces in our midst that, you know, they have so much to share, so much to add, so much to impart. And I've found this out, and I've realized that everywhere she goes, she is an asset. She gives value. She brings value. And I don't know about you, in 2015, I need people in my life that brings value. And no matter where we go, and young or old alike, they value her company because she brings value. And the thing is, those to whom are not ready for the value are not really inclined to have her around them. So I give God praise for that too. It's like an automatic weeding. I've had the privilege of her praying for me for these past 10 years, and I don't have to worry one day if I miss a morning in prayer, because I know I'm covered. Whether I'm ministering or not, I know I'm covered. So I give God thanks for her. And why don't you join me at this time, putting your hands together as I present to some, introduce to others, none other but my darling wife, the person of Evangelist Natalee Pryce. In Jesus.
Come on and give the Lord praise. Come on and open up your mouth and give the Lord glory. Come on, open up your mouth and give God praise. I said we're in a revival. Does anybody got to praise you? I said does anybody got to worship? Come on, open up your mouth and give God. Come on, give God some praise. Come on, loose those praise. Loose those hands. Loose those feet. And give God some praise. I said come on, open up your mouth. Let the Lord know that you love him. Let the Lord know that you appreciate him. Let the Lord know that you're grateful. Come on, somebody open up. Let the Redeemer of the Lord say so. Who the Lord has anybody redeemed? Has anybody been set free? Somebody worship. Somebody worship. Somebody worship. Do you feel that I said that? I smell God. Any worshipers, any true praise, open up your mouth and give God, give God, give God. Watch this. Look to your neighbor and say, 2015, I'm not here to play with that. I said, look to your neighbor and say, 2015, I'm here not to play with that. Tell somebody my praise gotta be different. Worship. Tell somebody my praise gotta be different. My worship gotta be. Tell somebody 2015 is not. Listen, we're in a shift. We're in a movement. I don't know what you come to do, but I come to praise the Lord. I come to clap my hands. I come to sing and shout out. I'm a Savior, lift me up. I don't know if I got anybody that the Lord has delivered, that the Lord has saved, that the Lord has set free. If God has delivered you, your glory. I'm not preaching yet. Tell somebody, time your seatbelt, time your seat. We're going for a ride. Watch this. Protocol. I greet the Holy Spirit, which is the head of my life. Thank God for overseeing Pastor Trudy Davis, her husband, Elder Davis. Come on, give God praise for them. Thank God for Prophet Robinson, who the Lord has put me in his spirit for me to be here on tonight. I honor the Lord for that. I thank God for Lady Robertson. Amen. Glory to God. Last, I thank God for my pastor. Not just my pastor, but my mother, Pastor Sonia. Come on and give it up for Pastor Sonia. Glory to God. I thank God for my husband, my friend, Elder Natalee Pryce. Glory to God. I can do what I do and feel good about what I do because I have a big support. Come on, give it up for Elder Natalee Pryce, amen. I thank God for my son John that's in the back. Come on and give God praise. We greet Pastor Ellington, every other minister, every other members in their respectful places. If you have your Bible, grab it with me real quick. I won't be with you long. And if you have it, you'll find me in the book of Exodus.
Yes.
Exodus chapter 12. Somebody said we're in 2015. Glory to God. Watch this, watch this. When you find it, please say amen. Amen. For time, I'm going to go over a few verses, but I'll definitely get you back on track to where I'm going to. And it reads, Exodus chapter 12, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month, somebody said this month. This month shall be unto you the beginning of month. Somebody missed that. Somebody should have been give God praise on that. Watch this. This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. This is what he said in verse 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish. A male of the first year he shall take it out from the sheep or from the goat. Excuse me. And he shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. Excuse me.
Hallelujah. In the name of
Excuse me. Still giving God a praise. Watch this. Verse 5 says, your lamb shall be without blemish. A male of the first year he shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats. Verse 6 said, and he shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. Verse 8 said, and they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Verse 11, and thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both men and beasts, against all the gods of Egypt. I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. Verse 13 said, and the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast of the Lord throughout your generations. You shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. Find me at verse 29. And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the captive. Firstborn, just I hear meaning like my mother or my father. I'm the firstborn for my father, not in that rank, but it was firstborn when it comes onto the rank, the priority, or where you stand in position. That's what they're talking about. So it's not like a daughter being the oldest or a son be the oldest, but we were talking about rank here. So it said the captive that was in the dungeon and all the firstborn of the cattle. The Bible said in verse 30, and Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants and all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, rise up and get you food from among my people, both you and the children of Israel, and go serve the Lord as you have said. Also take your flocks and your herds, as ye have said, and be gone, and bless me also. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste, for they said, we be all dead men. And the people took their dough before it was leavened, their kneading troughs being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. Verse 36 says, and the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them. Who give them favor? Lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. You find me at 51, and that's where I'm going to end it. And the Bible says, it came to pass the self same day that the Lord did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies. You may take your seat.
Praise God.
Somebody say glory to God. Somebody say glory to God. Tell somebody glory to God. Tell somebody tie your seat, but we're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. We're going somewhere tonight. Glory to God. I oftentimes says, it's very imperative that whenever you're going to bring forth a scripture, that you bring it forth with line upon line, precept upon precept. How does this happen? You make sure that whatever chapter that you're focusing on, that you read the prior scriptures before and the scriptures that come after. That's the way you're going to understand on the verse that you're focusing on. Now we read in the book of Exodus about Moses, that the Lord called Moses, and Moses, the Bible said it was in a burning bush where Moses' attention was turned when he realized the Lord was calling him. And the Bible says the Lord called Moses, and the Lord said unto Moses, watch this, I've seen the affliction of my people. I've heard their cries, and I heard what's going on. I want to encourage somebody that the Lord hasn't forgotten about you. We know exactly what is going on. So the Bible says the Lord called Moses and said unto him, I've heard the cry of my people. I've seen their affliction by the reason of their taskmaster, and I've come to deliver them out of the land of Egypt. I want to bring them into a good land. I want to bring them into a land flowing with milk and honey. Hallelujah, glory to God. I don't just want to bring you out for a minute, but when I bring you out, it's going to be forever. Somebody missed that. Hallelujah, glory to God. So the Bible says, the Lord said unto him, listen, I want you to deliver my people, and I want to put them in a land flowing with milk and honey. But I believe Moses began to question the Lord. He said to him, when I go to Pharaoh, who shall I say that sent me? Hallelujah, glory to God. Moreover, when I go to the people, who shall I say that sent me? And the Bible says, he said to them, tell the people that I am that I am. I want you to know that when God is doing miracles, he doesn't need no help. I often have something that I say, I don't want to be recognized. I sense I really urgent want to be revealed. You missed that. He answered and said, I am that I am. You know the sense he was saying, I don't need to prove to anybody who I am. I don't need a title. I don't need a name. I'm just who I am. Hallelujah, glory to God. And I'm coming to tell you that right now, many people sit and said, I need a title and I need people to know about me. Tell somebody, the Lord said, I am that I am. I'm willing to stay in my shell till God delivers me. I'm willing to stay right where I'm at till God deliver me. Hallelujah, glory to God. The Bible says there was a time in the book of John. The Bible says when John the Baptist was in prison, the Bible says his disciples of John saw the miracles that Jesus was doing. He healed a widow's son, and the Bible said when they saw that miracles, they started to say this is more than a prophet. Hallelujah, glory to God. So the Bible said they brought news to John and said something is going on. Somebody out here is working miracles, signs and wonders. Hallelujah, glory to God. But the Bible let me know that while they were there, Jesus said to him, hallelujah, don't ask me who I am. This is what I want you to do. Go back and tell John the Baptist that the blind see, the lame walk, and the deaf hear. I'm trying to tell somebody in 2015, you don't try to prove yourself to nobody. Glory to God.
Yes, God.
Glory to God. You don't try to prove yourself to nobody. You don't try to show who you like that. What is in thy hand? The Lord said to Moses, watch this. What is in your hand?
Come on.
Ask somebody, what is in your hand?
Yeah.
Once Moses hold the stick, the